Hey, hey, hey! It's Sip and Slay, and we will be right back at you. What's up? I'm loving your background, Taylor. I meant to tell you that.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
Yours too, Katrina. It looks like a cute little workstation. I like it.
Thank you. You always in the same area. I don't know where I'm at. I could be outside in the basement. I don't know. I just be wherever.
It be like that though. Especially when you got low people. You just be like, we don't have to make this work. We don't think this work.
I just had to get this space because I was in my bathroom all this for a year. In like this no space. Brought up all over the thing. Y'all, this is Sip and Slay, where you sit while we slay, and we are BronzeGlow, and today's theme is BronzeGlow Glam.
Yes.
Get ready, because it's about slaying, okay? And if you haven't slayed yet in 2021, now is the time, okay? It's the time.
It's the time.
I know it's been a rough January already. Oh well, now is the time. We're gonna slay anyway, okay?
It's only January. I swear I meant summertime. Because I don't know, I've been through a lot in 2 weeks. It seemed like I'm in June. Like, is we really? My birthday ain't even hit yet. Oh God.
Birthday coming up, Katrina.
On a Saturday.
Y'all,
so then I need to do a birthday look.
Period. And guess what, y'all?
What?
I heard a phenomenal idea, and I'm sure y'all gonna think that we should do it. What if we did a birthday sip and slay? And if it's your birthday month, you get to get featured and have special gifts and special prizes because it's your birthday.
Yeah! That sounds like
birthday.
So it's January, y'all. If you got a January birthday, drop it in the comments and say
Aquarius season or laid back crazy selves.
You definitely want to celebrate Katrina's birthday and your birthday. If you have a birthday in the month of January, let us know. We want to celebrate our January birthday.
And if you have a friend whose birthday is in January, tag them, because not only will they get something, but we do prizes. So the most tags, the most shares, and the most comments get you a cash prize.
Okay.
Just saying.
Because the January birthdays are jumping off. So as you're sipping and slaying and tagging and commenting, our boss babe chat for today is talking about what is your favorite way to glow. When it comes to your glam and your makeup, what's your favorite look? What makes you glow? What's your favorite look that you do with your BronzeGlow Glam?
Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one.
I think you cannot glow unless you have some shimmer.
Come on.
I need some shimmer. Like, I need some shimmer. I put a little bit of the metallic eyeshadow on just to give me that little shine, like the sunshine, but it's not too shiny because it's in the middle of the day and I ain't really doing nothing. But you just want the light to hit you and you just feel the shimmer across your. I'm sorry, y'all.
No, I always say it's like you want it to look like the sun just kind of kissed you, like
yes,
it's right there.
There you go, boo.
Yeah, kiss me, son. Yeah, it's a little
Kiss me.
some sugar.
Yes.
Okay. I like too, like a glow that looks real natural, like that. Like I think that the natural look is like a serve. And I think like for me, I used to not wear makeup a lot at all. And like joining this business got me to really start exploring makeup, because before that I didn't wear makeup very often because I felt like I want to be natural. Like I want my natural beauty to shine through. I don't want to have to alter my look to look like I'm glowing. And so like discovering how to do a natural like glam that looks still very natural and still very subtle, but still gives me that sun kiss look and that little bit of shimmer, like that's everything to me.
Yeah. So I don't know. For me, it's the day. I like to try to do. I guess let me just be real. I'm the crazy one, so I like doing all. I like to try to do all the new trends, all the little stuff everyone's doing. That's me. But but like for real, like my real jam is a smoky eye, like a bad smoky eye with a bold lip.
Ooh,
sexy.
Yes.
Like that's my stuff. So, but I like natural looks and I like a little soft glam on the days that I'm not being super crazy. But yeah, but if you catch me on a good day when she's feeling real good about herself, it might just be a really bad smoky eye with some red lips going on. That's me.
Red lips. We saying glow. I know it's hard to separate glow for me and glam, because like sometimes they're the same thing though.
Yes.
Exactly. Like
sometimes it depends on the person.
Well, I think the thing about it is that, so I was telling Corey earlier, so I have hooded eyes. So the whole reason why like I kind of got into makeup was because I started getting discouraged because I felt like because I had hooded eyes, I couldn't do all the other things that everyone else could do. So I kind of got a little snap of determination, like, well, I'm gonna figure it out on my eyes, and if I can do it on my eyes, then I can do anything. And it kind of got me into makeup. But the thing about it was I quickly realized that it wasn't that it was harder to do on my eyes. I just had to find the right way that was good for me. And that's what makeup is like. So the glow is about what makes you feel confident. If it's just a natural look with some mascara and some lip gloss and you feel like Beyonce walking out on the stage, then that's it. If you like to do crazy festive colors and you know what I'm saying, and that makes you feel good, then that's your glow. So I think the glow is finding what's unique about you and just bring your style and your flair out.
Yes, I think that's really what it comes down to, and that's the main focus is like, what is special for you? Because let's be honest, all looks don't necessarily just glow on all people, because you can tell what somebody's personality and what really clicks with them and what really like beyond the colors and the actual product, it goes into what puts a light in their eyes and makes their eyes dance when they see themselves in the mirror. You know what I mean? Like that's really when you feel good, that's what brings that kind of stuff out. It's not just about the actual products used. So I think that's dope. Yep. So y'all, today we are going to play a little game. It is called Check Your Glow. So everybody stop what you're doing and go grab your makeup bag. I want you to go grab your makeup bag and put it in front of you because you're going to need it to play this game. What we're doing is looking at your makeup currently. And I want you to like take note of every product that you still have. And if it's a product similar to one we're talking about and you still have that product, it's not empty and it's not expired, okay, you get to have a letter, okay? If you have that product, okay, and it's not empty and not expired, you get a letter. And you're going to spell out BronzeGlow. And if you spell it out by the end of our session, then you're going to get a discount off of any purchase that you make. And you're going to be put in the raffle to win the cash prize. The same raffle that works when you are tagging and commenting people. So get your makeup bag. If you have a product similar to what we talked about and it's not expired and it's not empty, you get to write a letter at the end of BronzeGlow. You get to get a discount. So let us know the letters as you get them if that product is not empty and not expired. Now, if the product is empty and expired, one, throw it away. And two, think about what kind of products you need to update in your bag. It is a new year, and today is not the year that we want to start off with old expired stuff that's no longer good for our skin. So we want to make sure that we throw that away, but acknowledge the stuff that we do have. Okay, so how we're going to play the game today, and we're going to talk about some cool, some of which you already see on our faces, some which we might show you a little bit more about, and this is some of our favorite products. So I'm passing it over to Dory.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to talk to y'all a little bit today about eyebrows, a little bit about concealer, and just, just a little bit of those products. So first things first, your eyebrows. So there's two products that we have that I absolutely love. And I'm going to explain on both to you. One is our brow tint. Looks like this. Almost mimics a mascara wand when you open it up, but it's really short. See that? Now, don't let the small stuff get you tripped up. This is small, but it is potent. Like, you can go from like little to no hair to dark, super, super dark. And that's its main job, is to volumize and to tint your hairs to make it seem as if you have some hair there. So that's this one. And then my favorite, it just rolled to. That's the problem when you have so much makeup. Everything just kind of ends up every which way. But you have something that looks like this. And this is our brow defining pencil. Two amazing products to help fill in your brows. Now, a brow pencil like this can last you anywhere from 6 months to a year. And the volumizing is about the same. Here's the difference though. Anytime you have anything to do with like liquids like this, you really want to like start thinking about replacing them once they've been open around that 6 to 9 month mark. And the reason why is because when you have stuff that's liquid like this, you're constantly doing this. And what happens is two things. One, you get air up in there. So with like your mascaras and stuff like that, they tend to dry a lot faster. And then two, if this is your personal, some people do, things like this, where they take it, they put it on their skin and they put it back in. So what does that do? It breeds bacteria and yucky stuff. So liquids, 6 months, you want to start thinking about replacing them, especially if they've been open. Now, two other products, and I have to be honest, I just started playing around with my under eye corrector. I like for the first literally 2-3 years of Mary Kay, I just kind of set this to the side, like this one's not for me, this is for my white sisters. Let me just slide this right on over here because I don't need it. And I just didn't use it. But here's the thing. So with the under eye corrector, it's actually a peach, and I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand just so you can see it. So it looks just like concealer. And I couldn't tell you how many times I didn't put this on my face and I had my concealer because they look literally the same. Like if I hold them up like this, you don't know which one is which. And I do it all the time. But the purpose of the under eye concealer is it's a color contraster. So if you have dark circles underneath your eyes, you can place this on top of it to basically eliminate it. Now, here's the other trick. It's not just for underneath your eyes. If you have any dark spots on your face, you can put this over top of it, dot it, and when you go to put your foundation on, you will not see that dark area. Same thing for like areas like this where some women tend to get darker as they age. You might have a little mustache situation going on. You want to cover that up. You can use the under eye corrector for that. Scarring, all of that. It works amazing. And all you do is apply that on. Well, you want to prime your face. Then you will put your under eye concealer over any dark spots. And then you just proceed to go on with your normal foundation routine. Then you have concealer, and I think concealer is probably like one of those top 5 products that I probably use like on a regular, because not only do I use it underneath my eyebrows to prime my eyes, I also use it to highlight my face. I love concealer. And Mary Kay, we have a whole line of them from super, I think it's called light beige all the way to a deep beige. And you can use these perfecting concealers to basically do anything. If you want to highlight, if you want to also apply it over top of your perfecting concealer to give yourself a little bit more of a fuller coverage underneath your eye, you can do that. One of the main reasons why I love my concealer is it gives you a highlighted look underneath your eyes, make you look more awake, like you've had a nap or something, which is what I know we all could use right about now. So, one more tip that I just learned about concealer, y'all. So concealer works best the longer you allow it to sit. So if you put your concealer on and just go to wiping it, you might feel like you have to keep adding more to it to kind of get it to like cover the way you want it to cover. What I found is that with concealer, if you put it on the area that you wanted to put it on and you just allow it to sit for a minute, you don't have to like let it sit for 5 minutes or, like 2 minutes, but like give it like a good 30 to 60 seconds, maybe like a full minute, and then start blending it. What you will notice is you will not need a lot of concealer, because the longer you let that sit on your face, the more it works and it blends better and it conceals better. So that's a little tip that I learned, because I was going through concealer like crazy, because I'm like putting it on. But the moment I let it sit, it just, girl, you be like, whoa, too much. So I just wanted to put that tip out there. And the same thing with these guys. Liquid, anything with liquid, anything that you open and you keep putting it back in like that, 6 months, guys. The moment that you open it, you just exposed it to all types of air, bacteria, different things like that, especially if you're putting it on your face as a personal and you're putting it back in. Because let's just say it's one day that you forgot to wash your face. You put it on your face and you just put it right back in there, and you're going to keep doing it. So you just want to keep everything fresh. You want to keep everything safe for you, and health reasons why. So anything liquid like that, guys, you just want to make sure 6 months. If it's been 6 months, you need to toss it. You need to toss it. Yeah. Any questions out there about concealers or eyebrows or under eye corrector? Because I'm going to move on super quickly, and we're going to talk about natural eye colors. So today I told myself we're going to do a natural beat. I wanted to kind of do like a natural colors, but do a full glam beat. So that's what I use today on my own self. And I want to show you guys the colors that I use. These 3 are my 3 favorite colors for melanated skin and Mary Kay. These are my 3 favorite eyeshadow colors. One is the Cinnabar. As you can tell, I have a whole little circle in there. The second one is Mahogany. And if you can see, I'm going to try to put them next to each other, just so you can see how they blend. So anytime you want a really beautiful natural eye that just mimics your skin color, these 2, Cinnabar and Mahogany, works beautifully. And what I would do is I would start with the Cinnabar at the top and blend down towards Mahogany, towards your crease. Those 2 are so beautiful together. And then you just tap it up just a little bit, so you can go from plain Jane, right, to, hold on, let me try to add this. I have small fingers, y'all. A little shiny penny, and it'll take it right on up to a soft glam look. So this shiny penny is everything that you need in your kit for a natural look. These three right here together. I use them. You can tell, right? Can you not tell how much I use them? Because this is perfect for natural melanated skin. And you want to do a soft glam. You want to take it up a little bit like I did today. And what I did, I added 2 more colors in there. One is this. It's called Shadow. Mimics like a dark, kind of like a mixture between gray and black. And then I added a green, which was Moss, which I don't know where I set that at right at the second. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know where it's at right now. It's not in my case, so it's somewhere around here that I'm not seeing. And I don't have my glasses on, y'all, so I can't see anything besides the screen right now. That's as far as my eyesight goes. But yeah, so you can actually take these 3 colors and you can build out on them. So those are some natural colors that you can consider for your natural palette. And then don't forget your eyebrow pencil. This one is actually, this is not my full one, but it rotates up and the pencil comes out, and then you can always go back over it with your volumizing tint. So boom, that's what I got for y'all today.
I think that was great.
Period.
Your eyes is over there popping too, by the way, Miss Katrina.
Oh, that's that soft glow. It's like, no, that's a metallic. What is it? The metallic gold liquid eyeshadow is what I use.
Yeah, that looks so good on your skin, like so good.
Thank you for all the topics, because I think that the concealer and the corrector are 2 things that I would use interchangeably, but they're completely different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I didn't really understand it. And then I really realized how you break your concealer. Look, I just broke mine. But you would say you broke it. I just broke mine. I'm like, how did I?
Girl. And then just like another added tip, let me find one of my other ones. So I don't know if y'all know about me, but I'm gonna get all my. I know I get a 50% discount, but I want all my coins with my 50% discount. So I take out my middle part, and when I tell you how much product be left in these things,
Okay.
look, take out your middle part, and you can still
look at me. I'm over here like, yes.
It be so, but do it one time. You're gonna be so mad at all the ones you threw out.
I'm serious. You really will. Same with your eyebrow. Same with your eyebrow definer pencil. When you run out, you pull this part off. When I tell you there's still more in there.
Oh, wow.
I run through these, okay?
Wow. Look at me over here like, wow.
Because I wear masks everywhere I go, so it only I just got a clear mask that has filters in it that you can actually breathe through, but it's also like filtered and like safe. Because it's not just a plastic mask, it's a real safe mask, but it's see-through. And so now I can wear my makeup regularly. But before I was like, these eyebrows are on point. I'm not going to get them done. So, you know, I absolutely feel that. Those colors too that you use, those are like beautiful. Yeah. Like those colors are bomb, and your makeup looks so cute right now. I'm like,
thank you.
I told her we're gonna have to do a tutorial on these eyeshadows because she be slaying her eyes. I know I was trying, but when I say it just looks so flawless, I'm like, am I not blending?
Girl,
we gonna do that.
Learning, like finding what colors that you like, and then even with me, like I'm normally like dark colors and neutrals. So for me to do like that pink, I was like, ooh, this is a lot of color. This is a lot of color. So I think just be confident in it and just just rocking it.
And trusting the process. I think it's so important to trust the process, because at no point are you going to be like, oh, this is looking really good. Like, it's got to be at the end. Like, until you get to the end, you're gonna be like, I look crazy as I'll get out right now. Like, that's how you go.
And I do feel that way. And I'm pretty sure everyone out there kind of feels that way. I think what I was telling Dory is that you really have to find what works for your skin, not what you like. I love a red, but red eyeshadow, I don't know. I wanted to do that green. Y'all seen it? I was like, I really feel like I got a black eye. It's not working for me. But I love some nudes. I love some golds. I love some shimmers. Pink. Oh, I can do pink all day, every day. But like Dory said, pink wasn't her thing. So what works for your skin?
Right. And then learning like, okay, this color is not as great on my skin, just bold by itself.
Yes.
Maybe there's a way to use a pop of color or use it in a way that it looks really, really nice with the other colors I choose. And so that's something that we'll definitely have to go over sometime. So make sure you writing down. Now, if you had your concealer and your under eye corrector and your eyebrow stuff, make sure you're writing down the letters if you have those things and they're not expired and not empty. Okay, trust me, as I'm going through the list, I'm like, oh, I'm almost empty.
I know, that's how I felt.
If you're almost empty, make a note so you know, like, especially if you have a birthday this month, because that could help contribute to some of the prizes or gifts that we give, because we do gift recommendations. We do customized gifts for people, and if there's something you know that you like, we can help make sure that you get it. So I'm going to kind of pick up where you left off. So one thing that I do very early on in my makeup process is using lash primer. Okay, this lash primer I also use on my eyebrows. So I've done my eyebrows with the steps that Dory mentioned, but the only added step was using the primer first. And that's just because the primer really just prepares your hairs for a product. So it separates them out, it spreads them out, but then it also kind of gives them this extension. So now you're going to be able to add your product on there with a lot of ease, and it's going to already look full. Like, look at my lashes already. And I haven't even put mascara on.
That's also good for those non-makeup people.
Absolutely, because this
is almost like clear mascara. Go ahead.
Exactly, because it's just like a clear mascara, and you could put it on and just go on about your day. And now, like, I actually have eyelashes as I go on about my day. But I like to put that on and then go about doing some of the other stuff. With my eyes, I'm not gonna use any foundation. I mean, any actual eyeshadows this time. I'm going to keep it a natural look, so I'm just going to use my foundation to just go in my eyes and just kind of cover my eyes before I add the other stuff, because I'm doing a super natural glam. So I have not put concealer all over my eyes. I'm not going to use eye primer to make my eyes pop, although you could if you wanted to. Because I'm just going to put my foundation on, and I'm just using the CC cream that matches my skin tone, and I'm just going over my eye area because I'm going to go in with like my eyeliner. And so I love to do eyeliner. I do my eyes before I do the rest of my face. The reason being is because if I mess up, I don't have to like do my face over or like wipe off half of the corner of my face or something to fix a mistake. I can just do this first and then use concealer and foundation to clean up any areas. So if I want sharp lines for like my eyeliner, for example, and I want a sharp wing or anything like that, you can use concealer and foundation to kind of cut that crease and make that a little sharper than on average. So the type of eyeliner I'm going to try for our eye glow, we have some really great eye crayons, which I love for our eyeliner, that are super easy to use. And then we also have a waterproof, which I really like the waterproof because it's also tinted. It also has a pointed tip, which makes it easy to draw like wings and stuff like that. And then we have my favorite. My favorite, although that waterproof comes in handy, trust me. But my favorite is the gel eyeliner, and it comes with a cute little brush for your gel eyeliner. Or if you have that brush that Dory was talking about earlier, there's a flip side that is angled that you could use for your eyeliner. And so I like to go in with my eyeliner and the inside and go as low to my lash line as possible. And then I kind of just sweep across. And then from there, you can decide what you want to do. You know, some people like the wing. Some people like the wing that's more Egyptian. And some people like a thin line. Some people like a long line. I'm just going to do something simple.
And that line, now that you're talking about liner, and you know we've been getting into liner a lot. The line kind of tells you what look you're going for. Like I know I do a bolder look at night. I do a real thin line during the day because I don't want to put on lashes, but I want to look like I got some lashes on. You know what I mean? And then you get that one, you know, middle of the day or that middle bold look or like the Egyptian look where you got a higher wing but a thinner line. So I don't know. Try what you like best, but just know you have options. Because I always thought if I had to wear liner, that it had to be this thick bold look. And it really doesn't. Like I have the thinnest line I can possibly put on now. So it don't even look like I have on liner, but it do look like I got lashes on because I'm only wearing lashes me if I'm glammed up and I'm going out.
Period. Okay.
That's me. But I know girls that put on lashes every morning when they do their makeup, and that's fine.
And like I have magnetic lashes, so sometimes I can like choose when I want to add the lashes, when I don't want to add the lashes. You put them on, take them off halfway through the day. Like
Options.
However you want to do it because you got options. But now that your liner is here, like once you put that on, you can decide how you want to go about adding on color or anything like that. But like I said, I'm not adding any color. I'm just going to go right back over with my foundation again because, you know, you get that line up on your crease sometimes. If you're anything like me. And that is another reason why I like to do it first as well. To help avoid messing up my eyeshadow after the fact because for some reason it might have creased a little bit or something like that. So the next thing I do is my mascara. Yeah. And if you don't want to wear lashes, you can create the look of false lashes, especially by combining some of the products. Now we have lots of great mascara. The Ultimate Mascara is one of my favorite. Was using it religiously for like a year straight before I was even willing to try any of our other mascaras. Lash Intensity is great. It helps give the feeling of having fuller lashes and creating that look of fuller lashes. Panorama is awesome because it spreads your lashes out. And you're like, what's the difference between all these lashes? Sometimes the difference is the actual content of the mascara. And then sometimes it also is how the brush is created. So this is the Panorama brush. And this is the Lash Intensity brush. And you can see a significant difference between the two if I was to put them both up here, where you can see. Okay, so the Panorama brush, which is this one, is going to be able to help us fan our lashes out where the Lash Intensity kind of builds this volume. So we're going to use both because that's what I like to do to get the falsy look. So I use the Panorama first to spread out my lashes really good. And then I go in with the Lash Intensity, where I can then kind of give it that falsy look. So no lashes for me today, because this is simple and easy and I don't have to worry about it. Now, anybody else ever have this problem where like you're putting on mascara and now that you got these lashes looking long, now you done got black all at the top of at the top of your face, at the top of your eyes? When I do that, I love to just take my oil-free eye makeup remover and take either my little sponge or perhaps a Q-tip and to just kind of dab in that area to clean that up. And then, like I said, after that, I was just going to take that foundation, my CC cream again, and just go over it.
And
now,
I was just going to say, and if you like, say you had like a full eye like I did, and that happens because it happens to me all the time. The other thing that you can do is instead of using your makeup remover, just grab your brush that has your leftover eyeshadow on it, wherever that color spot is. So like for me, if it was in this inner part, it's my gold. So I would just take my brush to have my gold and literally just dab it over top of it, and it'll literally just coat it and erase it. So
now, when you start your makeup and your foundation and stuff, you always want to have foundation primer on. I have foundation primer on currently underneath my concealer and my under eye corrector. But not only can you use that with makeup, but if you just want natural skin and you just got done with your skincare, you could throw on foundation primer to cover your pores and protect you from all the dust and dirt and pollutants and COVID-19 that's out there floating on in the air. And so that's really useful because it's clear, it makes your skin feel satinly smooth, and it has SPF in it, which protects you from the sun. Now, the CC cream we have in several colors. It's a color correcting cream that kind of adjusts to your skin color, and it also has SPF, which protects you from the sun, as well as moisturizer, which can help to keep your skin nice and moisturized so that it does not get dry and flaky, which nobody wants dry and flaky makeup. So I really like the CC cream and the way that it feels. And even just you looking at half of my face, this side of my face versus this side of my face, you can see color, but you don't see like a significant shift in the color of my skin. It actually kind of blends in with my skin color and matches, which I like a lot about our CC creams, that they do really, really good with blending into people's skin. And you can get medium coverage out of it. So you can literally, if you have like freckles and you still wanted the freckles to show, you can still allow that. So that is the CC cream. And technically, if you wanted to, you could stop right there. But if you want a more glamorous look, you could go in with something like our Time Wise Matte Foundation or our Cream to Powder Foundation or our Mineral Powder Foundation or all of the above. To get a super glam look, I would always advise like using the matte and maybe the cream to powder on top of that, or using the CC cream and the matte. That combination aspect of it just gives a lot more of that intense makeup look, so it's not as light of a coverage. So I'm going to take my matte. I love this because it looks like caramel almost on top of my sponge, and I just kind of place it all around my face in little dots. And then from there, I'm going to blend. And also don't forget to blend a little on your eyes, because you did put foundation there and you want your eyes to blend with the rest of your skin if you are doing this natural glam. Now, I recognize that as women of color, a lot of times we might have to change colors over the course of the year, just because our skin absorbs melanin and we get tans and stuff like that. But so far this year, between this past year and now, I think I've like pretty much remained between two colors. So it hasn't been that much of a hassle for me. What about y'all? Have y'all had to do a lot of blending and switching of foundations this year or in that last year?
No, the CC cream does a really good job with my skin because it matches you 3 shades up, 3 shades down. So most of the time, if you get a slight tan, it'll just match with it. But no, this year, well, we weren't really out a lot this year either. But no, it was good this year.
True.
Haven't had to do too much.
So now that go ahead, Katrina, you're on mute.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say I feel like I'm constantly changing my foundation. We just talked about that before. Because I mean, like you say, women of color. I have a lot of Indian in my family, so I tan really well. So I get real dark in the summer, and then I'm like practically
Hey,
end up with winter. Like seriously, like I go from all shades. So like as you get advanced in your makeup, you will learn how to blend like it's magic. But you might want to get 1 or 2 shades to start off with. That's what I did. I had like my summer shade and my winter shade, but now it's getting so complex that I just mix every time I use. And really, like Dory said, the CC cream is great for that because they give you 4 base colors, or they'll give you 1 really light and 1 really dark, and that's all you need. If you're lighter, add more light. If you're darker, add more dark. But I just wanted to say, don't be scared to mix, because you'll get it.
You will get it. You'll figure out like, oh, I look a little yellow, or oh, I look a little red, or oh, I look a little this or a little that. So that's what a beauty consultant is for. Having a beauty consultant will help you determine what foundation you need, what's right for you, so you don't have to waste your time on products you're not going to use, and so that you find the things that give you the look that you really want to go for. Now, when I put my makeup on, usually I use my blending sponge, which must be in my other room right now because it must be a cleaning day for my brushes and sponges. But I did bring my little brush kit in here to show you the brush kit. These are the professional brushes that come in our professional brush kit. You get an all-over powder brush. You get a cheek brush that has an angle to do 3 different colors, so you can do contour, highlight, and cheek color all with 1 brush without having to wash it. And then you get a dope angled crease brush for your eyes, an all-over powder brush for your eyes, and then this awesome smudger for your eyes. And I love these. They're my favorite tools to use. And they come in a really cute kit, y'all. And so on one side of the kit, I always keep my brushes, and on the other side, I put my favorite lip stuff and eyebrow stuff so that if I had to be on the go, I could and not have to worry about grabbing my whole bag, or did I put that stuff back in the bag or not? Because doing this sip and spray and stuff like that is never in the bag. Also, I wanted to show you our highlighter. Now, our highlighter is kind of what inspired a little bit of our BronzeGlow name, because we always have highlighters and stuff that's got names like Honey Glow, Rose Glow, Gilded Glow, Copper Glow, and that kind of stuff. And so I wanted to show you the amazing highlighters. Now, we have some powder highlighters. Here is 1 powder highlighter. As you can see, it's almost empty. That's that Honey Glow. And then these are our powder contours right here, these 2. And then we also have some new. So I'm going to show you how the new ones work. But one of our new ones is a cream blush duo stick. So on one side is highlighter, and on the other side it's actually blush. I'm going to show you that too. And then we have our newest highlighter, which is this At Play highlighting stick, this rose gold At Play highlighting stick. It didn't start off like that, y'all. It started off like this, and this is our contouring stick, one of our contouring sticks. So we actually have a couple colors for the contouring stick and for the highlighting stick, which is very, very exciting. So I'm going to show you how to highlight and contour very quickly. So I'm going to take my contouring stick first, and I'm going to go from the middle of my ear to like the middle of my cheek, okay? Same on the other side, okay? That line, and then jawline down here, okay? I'm going to use my, I'm going to use my little sponge right here because, like I said, it's wash day for my brushes. And I'm just going to tap, tap, tap it in. Same with the other side. Just tap. Now, I'll tell you, when you're doing contour, sometimes you'll feel like, I got this line across my cheek. I feel like there's a line across my face. And this can't be right. But you see it, right? Now, we're going to take my powder contour and we're going to tap in.
Dory makes me want to put on lashes.
Period. Okay.
I'm over here like, girl, you have nowhere to be.
I ain't going nowhere. Cute for no reason.
Me either. It just makes me happy inside.
You know what? I'm trying to I want to get there.
I'm going to take our cream duo blush, right? I'm going to take the blush side and just kind of hit right this bottom of my cheek part and kind of just up. You could even use your finger, y'all, to just tap that in. Now I'm going to use the other side of it to do some highlight right here on my upper cheek area and on that cheekbone. And I'm going to follow that up with some of our powder highlights. Girl, this powder highlight is everything. But wait till I show you this stick, though. So now we got some highlight going. Now my favorite is the stick, y'all, because it's just so easy. Literally, just take it and roll. And then just do a little tapping to blend it in. And a little tapping to blend it in. And look, y'all, you got the highlight going already. So simple.
Come on, Glow.
Okay, and look, y'all, I'm really mad natural looking, right? Like, you can see that I have makeup on, and then you can see that I got the highlight, you can see the blush, and you can see the contour, but it doesn't look overly made up, right? There's a very natural glow about that. So if you got highlight, if you got contour, your blending sponges, your brushes, foundation primer, CC cream, matte foundation, powder foundation, mascara, lash primer, eyeliner, any of those things, make sure you're writing down those letters if you have, and they are not expired and they're not empty. And make a note of them if they are expired and empty to make sure that you can let us know how we can help you later. So y'all, like for me, a slight stunt is always classic because you could dress it up more. Like you could add lashes to this and then, you know, be much more glamorous and add a bold lip. And now all of a sudden you're super glam. Or you could maintain just how it is, do a neutral lip and be nice and subtle. Like you have options. And that's, you know, it's nice to have options to be able to like switch up in the middle of the day. Like all you gotta do is change your lip color and you just got a whole new look. Like,
right. That's where it's at right there. Just hit you with the boot or add a lip liner and it just switch everything.
ooh, yes, that lip liner. Turn everything into something else. Boom. Okay, I had to make sure, you know, sometimes your eyeliner on one side be longer than the other.
Girl, that's when that concealer comes in handy.
Okay, and then like I said before, if you need to, you take that concealer, you go in, and then you just apply where it needs to so that you don't have any jagged edges and that it could be nice, smooth lines.
It's the moment that I realized that makeup wasn't scary because there's always a way to like finesse or undo if you mess up. Like once you kind of figure that out, like you would no longer be scared of makeup. Because like concealer, that's your eraser. It literally is like an eraser. So like anytime you mess up or like you get lines all crazy, little concealer, buff it out, little foundation on top, depending on how you got it, girl. Erase that and keep it going. I love that look, Taylor.
Thank you. You're on mute, Katrina.
Dang it. I think we all do it once you like start liking your makeup and you're doing that, you start getting in that group like, hey, coming through.
Coming in hot.
Like a
So I'm gonna throw it over to Katrina. She's gonna tell you how to get them lips popping, okay?
All right. So yes. But before, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about a couple of powders that we have. And I'm liking the powders because I'm more of a liquid girl. So like, I don't know. If you're a matte person, you might be more of a powder person. So the first powder that I want to bring up is our mineral foundation powder. Now, I really like this to give an even flow across your makeup. So sometimes the liquid foundation can look a little dry or a little cakey, or it just ain't dull. It's just not working for you. So sometimes over your regular foundation, you can get a powder foundation or just use powder if that's your thing. I'm kind of like, I like liquid and powder just because liquid blends better to me, but that doesn't mean that a powder foundation would not. And this is easier to use like on the go. So I can't just pull out my liquid stuff, start putting in brushes, all this stuff in the middle of dinner if you go to the bathroom. So, get you some powder foundation, your skin tone, and go ahead and touch it up that way. It looks like this. You kind of shake it, get you a brush. I already have on liquid foundation, but if I wasn't using that, then I would definitely use this. It's just, so we have the cream to powder foundation. You have a powder foundation, we have a liquid foundation, and we have a CC cream. So whatever is your boat, get on it. The second thing that I'm going to talk about is finishing your makeup. Now, I like to do my lips last. That doesn't mean that you do your lips last. That's just my preference. So now that my makeup is pretty much done and I put some concealer under there, but it looks a little shiny, which I'm going for glow, but a little too shiny. And if you kind of look a little closer, you see some creases in my makeup. I'm going to tell you how to get rid of that. Translucent powder. Now, there's a couple of steps, and this is one step. This is something new that I found out about makeup. Translucent. So translucent powder, this is what I call my Snapchat filter. You want that look without the look? People hating on you, saying you always using a filter? Use a real life filter and then they never know. So anywhere that you have foundation or concealer, you want to go ahead and put the translucent powder. Don't put it on your eyeshadows. Don't put it on your eyebrows. Just dust it off. Just a light dust with a blush brush or a fluffy brush. So I have my brush here, and I'm just gonna sit that there. Technically, me, I would do this before I do my contouring and things like that. But if you already done that, just hit those little spots that you've already done. So anywhere that you don't have blush, you don't have contour, you don't have eyeshadow, this is where you want to put the translucent powder. Some people like to do the translucent powder, then blush. Some people like to put it over there, but I feel like sometimes you really can't see your blush if you put the translucent powder over there. So a light layer. Now this is where the magic happens after the light layer. So I got the light layer on there, and put enough where you can see it, and you're going to dust it off later. And that's kind of like a basic set. So I'm setting my foundation with the translucent powder, which means I'm keeping it in place. So this is the new trick. The new trick that I really learned is you get a little sponge. Particularly, we have the black one, but the square one actually works better because I'm about to go under my eye. I have a little, because I'm not in the bathroom, so I got my little water here. You want to damp your sponge, not too wet, but damp enough to hold some product. So once you do that, you dip it in the translucent powder. So now I got my edge there. Then you take your finishing spray and spray it, because we're going to set our under eyes with this. This is what they call like a bake. So when you do that, sorry, I'm going to have to, oh, yeah. You want to put a decent amount on here. Who knows who's known for this? Who is known for the set and bake?
Starts with the K.
Kim K. This is her. This is how I learned this from. The satin spray is going to keep it in place. And that sits for about 5 to 10 minutes. Why set? Well, because unless you're like 10, you have wrinkles and other stuff under your eyes. So you want to go ahead and make sure you set that so that your makeup is not creasing the way mine was. And you know that like shiny glow, look like I had Vaseline on my face? We don't want that either. I want to glow, but I don't want to look greasy. So you sit this here for about 5 to 10 minutes. While that's sitting, now I'm going to do my lips. And then I'm going to dust it off. And then that gives you that light under eye look. So let's see here. For my lips. Now, I have a lot to talk about with lips because lips is my thing. Before I wore makeup, my lips, I had on some lips. Whether it was lipstick, lip gloss, whether it was lip primer, because primer's good. Primer's great. Primer's your friend. No, primer's your friend. So we did foundation primer. We also did lash primer, and we have a lip primer. Now, currently, out of my lip primer, but guess what? Let me tell you another tip. Use your foundation primer on your lips if you're out of it. But you really want the lip primer because it actually moisturizes your lip and kind of dries your lip. That way that your lipstick actually stays on there versus a foundation primer is kind of a little smooth and satiny. So sometimes your lipstick can move. But if you don't have it like me, you can always use one of your other primers. Yes, give it love. Taylor, give it love. All right. And why use a lip primer? The lip primer, one is, if you like me, I have a lot of wrinkles in my lips. You want your lipstick to go on smooth. You want it to look sexy. You don't want to look all cakey and uneven. After your primer, you're going to go in with your lip liner. Now, I did have some lip liner somewhere. Give me a second. Too much stuff. Too much junk on my desk. That's why I had to do it in this room because it was too much makeup to just take somewhere. And I'm working on that. Because it's a practice. So with my lip liner, I'm going to use, I'm doing a natural glow. Natural for me is I want to look like I don't have on makeup, but I have on makeup. So when you take your lip liner, you want to go ahead and line the outside of your lip. Some people go all over, do you? But I like my lips the way they are, and I'm going to line my actual lips. Now, and there's no judgment, because some people, like, I do have small lips. Like, me and my husband joke, but, like, I literally have one of his lips, like, together. So go ahead and line your lip. And I'm doing a brown, because I want a natural look. And also, you can't talk in line, but also, it kind of reminds you of eyeshadow. When you're doing a liner and a lip, you want to go dark, light, light. So you're fading your lip color when you use a liner. Or you can be like me and be basic and just use, just pink. Pink is my go-to lip. If you don't have a go-to lip color, you need to get one. Dory, yours red.
My go-to?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like red. But that's normally with the bold. My favorite is the chocolate lip liner with whatever lip gloss I got over top of it, too.
So when you're doing your lip, Taylor has done this before. You got your line. And I like to line in my lips. You can line out your lip. And then you want to hit 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. Some people draw crowns, do all kind of like cray stuff. If that's you, do it. But I'm going to try to keep it kind of simple in the way I do. So, okay, I have my lips lined. Now, so I went dark and I'm going to go super like bright. So I have this bright pink. It is the trademark pink. I thought it was a powerful pink, but it's a Mary Kay trademark pink that I've used too much that is kind of falling out the thing. But this is my go-to lip color. And let me get a lip brush, because tripping right now. Maybe that'll work. And I like to hit my bright of the bright in the middle. Kind of like Taylor did. I meant Dory, when you did the red. Because I'm going for a natural look, not that glam. So, all right. I have my liner. Hold on. I have my primer. I have my liner. I have my bright lip. And that's going to be in the middle. And then I'm going to finish with a gloss. And we have our Nourishine lip gloss. So we have them in over 15 different colors. I also have a pink here. But I'm going to do this Cafe a la Gratz, because I want to go for a more natural look. I'm trying to tone down my pink. And if you see, it's more of a natural color. Nourishine lip gloss actually keeps your lips shining and glossy. And it just doesn't glide over your lips. It nourishes your lip. That's why we call it the Nourishine lip gloss. And then pout, pout. If it's too dark, kind of blend it in on your lip. You can always go in and add more. I think I like this tone though. It's a little darker than I would normally have it, but kind of like that.
That is so cute. That is everything right now.
I kind of like that, because normally I'm going a little lighter, but we said like, all right, so now that this is baked, let's dust it off, right? Oops, wrong brush. This ain't my Mary Kay brush. Let me see. This is a better brush. So I'm like, why this brush ain't working? You want to go in and kind of just dust it off. And sometimes you might have to go in and add a little bit of, this is when I would add a little bit of so if it's too light for you and it's not really working for you, use the mineral foundation, go in and add a little bit more color if you got it over in some places that, I don't know. Sometimes when I do this, it gets really, really light. And sometimes you might have to just go over it a little bit with some foundation just to blend it in and make sure everything kind of like looks good. Oh my God.
Y'all cute.
I'm over here like my computer ringing and I can't find y'all.
I'm loving that lip color, Katrina. I think that is so cute.
Yeah, that's cute.
I'm more of a just throw the pink on there.
You everything with a side of pink.
Oh yeah. No, seriously. Why can't I find y'all? Where are y'all at?
We're here.
We're over here.
Mario.
Right.
I'm like, my computer rang. And then,
you don't know me, Taylor.
Oh, we get out my head.
There y'all go. I'm like, what in the world? Okay. All right, now that because I don't want to look like a ghost. So I'm over here like, hold on, let me you start getting that ghost looking.
Yeah, it happens.
You gotta really dust off, or maybe you just put too much. Oh, that looks good. I like it.
Okay, ma'am.
That looks pretty good.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, we all feeling it. Look, I'm like, yeah, because I couldn't see myself for a moment. All right, so that is the end of what I had to offer you. The lip gloss, lip liner, lip primer, the translucent powder, and the setting spray. So go ahead and set the rest. I set mine with the translucent powder. That's why I did the whole overall, but you can also set with our setting spray. 24 hours. Crying, heat, everything. This is going to give you life.
Y'all, when I say we was standing outside in 85-degree weather, hotter than Satan's toenails, okay? All of us were melting and like,
Hey.
So we did a photo shoot last year, y'all, and it was hot, okay? Hot's not even a word. I felt like I was melting. I literally had a tissue. I had a sock. It wasn't even a tissue. I had a sock in my shirt, and I kept on dabbing and stuff. But our makeup in those pictures, flawless.
Couldn't tell.
You would have never guessed that we was like in a pool of ourselves, melting in the hot summer heat.
Trying to bring y'all some sippers like a player.
No, it was deep right there. That's when I realized that I was made to be a teacher and just do my own makeup and you guys' makeup. But modeling wasn't it. I was hungry.
Girl, I'm about to pass the heck out because I forgot to eat.
I remember, was it Corey how he had to go get his water? Like it was traumatic.
Oh, we
no.
Just be glad that we haven't done a photo shoot in the snow, but dressed like it's summer. Because I've done that, and that is not
fun. Hats with the big balls in the mitten.
No, I'm gonna be honest. That was Taylor. That's all you. That's all.
Yeah, you can have it.
So I think I'm doing Feel the Cup this week, right?
Yeah.
All right. So this kind of flows into what I wanted to talk about. Yes, we do love our makeup. Yes, this is BronzeGlow, and we showing you how to glow. But if you think about everything that we all talked about, it's what matters to you. My glow and Taylor glow and Dory glow are three different versions of what glow means. But what I want to do and Fill Your Cup is know that no matter what your glow is, you are enough. You need to believe that you're enough, just as you are, just as you were made. But I want to be clear about what that means and what it doesn't mean. Because you are enough does not mean that you've been measured or considered or judged and labeled like, hey, she did this, that, and the third, she's enough. Oh, you got the primer, she know how to line, she know how to do this, girl, you enough. You are enough exactly where you are. And you have to own up to that. And you have to believe that, because most of us is trying to get to enough. And when I say most of us, I mean me. It's like, oh, I'm going to be okay when I get that degree. I'm going to be okay when I get that license. I'm going to be okay when I get that job. I'm going to be okay when I get that Tesla. The Tesla is enough. The Tesla is enough. Ferrari doors, enough. I'm done. And to be honest with you, I've accomplished so many things in my life. They were never enough. But the point that I want to make is I'm enough. And it's okay to say that you are enough. You are enough does not mean that you are everything. The pursuit of enough flies in the face of the pursuit of everything. So when you're pursuing that pursuing that enough, that is enough. The fact that you're getting up every day and you're trying is enough. Whether it's trying to do your makeup, whether it's trying to get through work, whether it's trying to get through COVID, the fact of you waking up today is enough. And I want anyone here to understand that. Enough does not mean that you are everything. You are enough does not mean that you're flawless. You are enough does not mean that you don't make mistakes. You do. And it's okay, because we're human. You are enough means that you are made to be you as you are on purpose. I am exactly where I need to be right now, doing exactly what I need to do, because it's enough. I'm going to get there. And you're missing the journey, the love, and everything else along the way when you're worried about whether or not you're enough. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm closing in on some of my major goals in life. And to be honest, it don't really feel like how I thought it would really feel like. I feel like this is one of the most trying times of my life. I'm supposed to be flawless. I'm supposed to be this. In my mind, I was supposed to be all these things. And then when you hit it, it's like, this is not what I thought I wanted it to be, because I didn't enjoy the journey along the way. I didn't say I was enough along the way. I wasn't content along the way. So I missed things. And what I really want to say is you missed the little things, because I'm an overall thinker. So I think about big stuff. I think about, I want to be a doctor in 2024. I want to save world hunger. I want to, I want to fight racism. Like, I'm over here like, hold on, did you even eat breakfast this morning? So we miss on the small things. And I'm going to be honest, when you miss the small things and you don't think it's enough, I'm not going to say you're going to fail, but it's going to be 10 times harder. It's going to be 10 times harder. And when you look up, it was so many things that I looked up that I missed. I missed birthdays. I missed small movies with my kids. I missed little bitty things, dinner, candle. Have you ever noticed me and Taylor talked about like your house is a mess, but you're going to work, so it's cool? No, it's not cool. It's not cool. You don't even wash your car. Now your car all dirty. It don't matter if you're driving a bucket or a Tesla. Take care of yourself. You are enough. The car is enough. The house is enough. Clean it and take care of what you have and keep going through the process. You'll get there. God gonna get you there. But when you do it your way, like me, I want to do it my way, it's harder. It tore me down. I'm looking raggedy. I'm not even enjoying what I just worked so hard to get. But if you take your time and know that you are enough, you have enough, and you've done enough, you will have more peace in your life, and you will be able to fill other people's cup. So I'm going to leave you with that. Enough. Enough is enough.
Oh, you better speak to my life right now. Yes. What? That is something that I have to tell myself every day. Girl, you are enough. Because sometimes you don't feel like it. And when you don't feel like it, or when other people aren't validating you as that, apparently we feel like we need that. kind of validation when the creator of all has already determined, like, come on, like, hello, girl, you are enough. You by yourself, without the lashes, without the with your hair all over your head. It doesn't matter. You are still enough. Okay. Like if you can grasp that, like Katrina said, you can get so much further without so much burden. So that's real.
Yeah, that was
So,
everything.
period. So I hope y'all wrote down y'all letters. If y'all got BronzeGlow, let us know so you can get a discount and you can get into the raffle to win a cash prize. Yes, somebody said they got a question. What's up? What's your question? We can answer questions. If you got one, let us know. We'll answer it for you.
Yes. But yeah, Katrina, that was all that. That was all that, because I think that's what happens, especially when you're in positions where, like you said, you have big thoughts and you see the big goal. You get so driven to get to the goal, you just bull drove, you know, through everything else, and you look up and be like, wait a minute, like I done bulled over my family, I done did this, I done did that. Like you didn't even realize that you was on the journey, and that's the blessed part of it, is to just pick up the things along the way. So yeah, that definitely blessed me, because I've been trying to keep myself in that narrow focus that, first of all, time doesn't apply to me. It's not mine. So I don't have to fit in someone's timeline, and that I can just slow down and be in this moment and enjoy this lesson and enjoy this period of life. And then, you know, God said it, that was it. It's done. So let me just fulfill everything that needs to be fulfilled and just learn and enjoy. So thank you for blessing me with that.
The only thing I'm gonna add to that is this is really powerful too, that when you are doing the most, God for one didn't put that on you to do the most. And if you know anything about me and anything about this thing, we always doing the most. The point that I'm trying to make is that doing the most don't allow others to do for you. And you have to stop. I remember I'm like the main person that's like, oh, let me run over here and go to the grocery store, when God already sent somebody. Now they at my door. I done went to the grocery store. This hasn't happened, but I'm just saying God will already send you blessings. But when you are not enough and you don't feel you're enough, you're constantly trying to prove that to yourself and to whoever. And most of the time it's myself. Oh, I'm a great mom. I'm gonna go to the store. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Sometimes you can just be like, you know what? I'm not. We're ordering out. I'm ordering DoorDash. I ordered DoorDash from 2 minutes away from my house the other day, and I didn't even know it was 2 minutes away. Could have walked down there. But you know what? It's my sanity. The point that I'm trying to make is God will send people to help you with the things that you feel like is not enough, and he will take it away. So that man think you're not skinny enough, you don't look good enough, he ain't for you. And you gonna be skinny enough and good enough for the right person. So that's just a glimpse of quit trying to be enough and fit a certain profile when you're already enough.
Mm-hmm.
And just consistently keep moving. That's it. Consistently keep moving. Figure out what you can do. Keep doing it. And you're enough. But you're missing out on your blessings and your help and your love because you're trying to do too much.
The hamster on the wheel. Trying to take something. You're just going like this. Because you look into somebody else's, like, man, listen, whatever somebody got going on in their lane, God bless you. I wish you success, but this is my lane. And I gotta focus.
You need others. You need other people. You cannot do this alone. You cannot, oh, I'm going to just keep going. I'm going to just keep going. No, let God bless you with what he's trying to see into you. All the time I'm over here praying, dear God, I'm praying. And you ain't even give him a chance to move. You wake up 15 minutes, like, I'm still crying. Like, it's been 15 minutes. One day, dang, I didn't get a chance to move. He gotta move, and you gotta give it time. And the reason I say that is because when you don't think you're enough, you always trying to do the most. All right.
I feel you.
My Bible study.
Girl, listen, but it's true, because it's that thing of being versus doing. You are it already. All you have to do is just be in the moment. You don't have to exude more to do it, because that's God's job. Now you cross a lane. But anywho, we ain't gonna go there. Tune in Monday. So, tune in Monday. We can take that up then.
Right, I think we got some other stuff to talk about too. So I'm gonna stop talking.
Yeah, so the comment came up. It was it's about a husband and a wife. So I don't know if y'all want to address this right now. But I'll put it up there so y'all can see it if you can't see it.
Okay. Yeah, I think we can address that. Sure, because we filling cups right now. So let's fill this man's cup. Okay, he said, what do you do when there is a husband who's done wrong, but he's trying to do everything to make it right? But there's a lot still hanging on the past, and the wife is still caught on the past. Well, we know that, being enough doesn't necessarily cover the mistakes that we've made as far as erasing them, right? So just because God has made us enough doesn't mean that it's going to erase things that we've done that might hurt somebody. But it requires us to recognize the process. We have to be in a process. And so the first process is to be enough with God, with yourself, and then allow yourself to become enough in the eyes of that person. But you have to first accept the fact that you're enough in God's eyes and in your own eyes, and then give it time to allow that process of healing to take place for someone else to be able to value you and say, you are also enough for me. And that is a hard process because it's not an overnight thing. Mm-hmm. But healing comes through that love for God and that love for self. Because once you love God, then you decide that you're going to respect him and respect his creation. And then when you love yourself, you respect yourself enough not to stoop to levels that you really shouldn't be at, and not to behave in ways that aren't conducive to loving yourself. And you start to love others when you can show how you love yourself, because it's just like a little bit more. I was listening to a married couple talk about their relationship, and she said, for me, it's just like self-love with an extra serving for someone else. That when she thinks about things that she wants to do for herself, she just does a little bit extra to also do that for the person that she loves. And I think that that's an excellent way of looking at it, is that you first have to have that love of self, that forgiveness of self, that healing within self, and then the additional servings that go to the person that you love. And until you get through that, you're not able to withstand that healing process. It's harder to withstand the healing process when you don't love yourself and when you're beating yourself up for any mistakes that you've made. It doesn't give you the space to heal. It's like you're picking at a wound. You're not giving it the space for it to heal. And sometimes you need that healing that comes through self-love before you'll be able to go through that process with somebody else.
And I'll just add on love and build. And love doesn't mean the love that you think. Love, LUV. Listen, understand, and validate. Situations like this is where you have to put yourself in a situation where you have to put yourself in her shoes, and then you have to remain in your truth. And listening and understanding is the first two steps. Just listen to what she say, not with the intent to respond, but really taking it in and listen, understand, chewing on what she said, not trying to confront it, not trying to defend yourself, just to understand what she's saying and validate. This is the part where we get tripped up at. Validating does not mean that you have to agree or that you have to say that her truth is more valuable than yours. Validate saying that I love you enough to understand that this is your experience and this is how it affected you. And I am going to listen, and I'm going to understand that, and I'm going to give that to you. So validating is sometimes what a lot of people want. We just want to know, especially women. Women just want to be heard, and they want to be secure. So when you listen and you understand and you validate her in that way, a lot of times we'll a little solidify. But in this situation, you got to go a little further. So now you got to move on to building you, not building her. You can't focus on trying to fix her and getting her to remove herself from the past and all of these different things. This is where it gets murky at, because you have to come, like Taylor said, and you have to get to a place of loving yourself and being okay with who you are, that if she never comes on board, you gonna be good, baby. But in the building, if you build yourself and focus on building you, she has no choice but to either come on board and see that things have changed, or she's gonna remove herself. And that's just what we have to do in relationships. You have to remember, it's not your job to make her happy. It's not your job to fulfill her. It's not your job to give her joy. That's too much to ask of anybody. Those are things that we have to do in ourselves. But when we are constantly making ourselves better for the other person, we inadvertently just make things better for both. Because now I'm doing everything that I can be to be who I need to be in your life. And hopefully you're doing the same thing. So now we're only doing anything but being built together to help each other. And when you add on that extra layer that Taylor said, when you already self-loving with a side of serving, you good. But just listen, understand her, validate her. You're not saying this is right. You're not saying you this. You're just saying, I understand how this may affect you. And most of the times in that validating, you actually really get it. Because most of the time when we just talking at each other, we don't really hear. And we actually be saying the same thing most of the time. We be just saying it different ways because we just wired like that. But you may get and understand a different piece of the hurt. And that's why you not understanding why she can't let it go. So.
Deep. I mean, one thing I would say is, I'm going to just add and wrap it up. Once y'all have already talked about it, I know me. I want to keep bringing stuff back up because I felt like it wasn't clear, or maybe he didn't really understand this, or I forgot a piece, or I don't know. One thing I'm saying, once y'all have talked about it, stop talking about it, because when you keep talking about it, you keep bringing up the same hurt over and over. So it's like you're reenacting it all over again. Just stop talking about it. And that means for you, only thing, because you can't change her. Only thing you can do is change you. So for you, when it comes up, have your go-to. I understand. How can I help you? I understand. So that is not an argument. And I'm gonna be honest with you. It's hard for me to shut up and let it go. And then now you got to be good. Now, because you obviously did something wrong. So now, this is why people don't like doing stuff wrong. Now you have to show her. There's no more talking. You just have to show her. And if she don't get it, she just don't get it. Like Dory said, then she's going to have to move on. But what about you made you in that same situation is what you need to change. And it's hard. Like, I mean, I cried a lot because somebody told me I had to change. And it was hurtful, because changing who you are is changing your soul, your core being. But sometimes you need that. So it sounds like she keep bringing it up and you're like, I changed, but have you really changed? And sometimes change have to be like, okay, I know I hurt you. What do you need me to do? What can I do to help you? How can we fix this? And that's going to be the constant thing. What can I do to help you? So, and it's hard to be humble because I'm over there like, but she yelling and she ain't cooked in 10 days and I really hate her right now. And you really want to be like, in your mind, you really, because imagine the context. It's not like she's coming to you in a calm tone voice. She probably like irate, and there's probably a lot of other things going on in y'all mirror. And I had to sit back and be like, even though, this is what I told my mom I need a shirt. Even though they're yelling at me, even though she ain't cooked in a week, even though we probably ain't did it in 15 years, even though you still got to be nice, because you win a person over with kindness every time.
Every time.
If I could just say one more thing, and this is one thing that I've learned in 10 years of marriage, is sometimes Katrina made this statement. Sometimes we be trying to go off thin air, brain waves and innuendos, and we don't just simply say, what do you need me to do? And we be going around that hamster wheel trying to do something or prove something or find something instead of just asking a person is what do you need me to do? How do you want this done? And then we can have a conversation, figure it out.
9 times out of 10, she probably don't even know.
She was mad.
I don't know. I'm just
hurt. You to hurt because she hurting. Hurt people. You know what I'm saying? So
and then also, you know, as a woman who's been in experiences with men who have done me wrong, you know, I want you to understand what you did and understand that there are consequences to your action. And so sometimes that reminder is because that woman is feeling like you don't understand that there are consequences to your action. And I need you to understand that what we're going through right now is a consequence to your action. And that just because you're sorry, just because you cried, just because you look pitiful for a few days, or just because you, you know, did some nice things for me a couple times doesn't replace the fact that there are still consequences. And the consequences, you don't get to choose the consequences. Unfortunately, we don't get to choose how we have to make up for or what punishment we receive for the wrong that we've done. And so it's handed out. I know as a kid, I would much rather you take my phone and let me go outside than for you to tell me that I'm grounded but I could watch TV. Like, I would much rather not have none of the technology and go hang out with my friends than be cut off from my friends. Oh, you can use the phone, but I can't go see nobody. So what's the point, you know? So I wish I could choose my consequences, but that's not always the case. And so although you may have wanted the consequences to stop at the anger or stop at the silent treatment or stop at the tears and the yelling or whatever might have transpired, that's not always how that works. And some things have long-term consequences, just like some people have to go to prison for years over one mistake, right? At the same time, sometimes it takes months or years to rebuild after trust has been broken or a mistake has transpired. And so there's definitely the understanding of where that comes from is so important. So by asking, you know, what can I do? It gives you a context to move forward as opposed to what did I do, right? You know what you did. Now, how do we move forward by asking what can I do?
Just disengage. I know me, I don't disengage. I'll keep egging it on and on and on and on. Like, disengage. As soon as she started bringing up, hey, you gotta disengage, and quit making excuses. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm just saying it from my point of view, from me being in arguments or in situations where I didn't own up to the things that I were doing, because it's hard to own up to say you were wrong. It's really hard to say you were wrong and not explain. I want to explain. Well, I did this because, like, you know, quit explaining. I was wrong. I am sorry, and I will do whatever it takes. What do you need me to do? And if they don't know, just start doing stuff. Just start doing stuff. Like, when they be mad, they don't want you around, just sit there. Just sit there quietly. Don't even say nothing. Just sit there. You want a book? I got your book. You know, you because sometimes you're so in a battle to explain and to argue that you're not validating the other person's feelings, and then let that go. Whatever you dealing with, you gonna deal with you later. Why you did what you did and how you did it and when that's another time for another discussion. This is about you obviously know you're wrong and how can I do to help this, and quit explaining, quit engaging, just you right. Because nobody can argue when you just say that.
Period.
And if they don't understand, they just don't understand. Like, sometimes I feel like I've wasted days, months, years trying to make my husband explain something that he ain't never gonna understand. We just two different people. We just view it in two different contexts. He never gonna understand the difference between concealer and under eye. I don't know. Like, it's just never gonna happen. You know, he don't want to. He don't care about it. It's just not gonna happen.
Hey.
Hey, nephew. All right, we can wrap up on that. No more talking.
Hope that helps.
Have him and have your at the Bible study on Monday.
Yeah, come to Bible study on Monday. BronzeGlow Bible study. We're gonna help you out. But y'all think we just got a whole segment. Ask Blonde. Ask BronzeGlow.
Ask Bronze Glow. It's a new segment. We'll be airing it every week on
About
your
everything, business, life, marriage. A lot of women who
You
are
can
really
ask us
successful.
on Sip and Slay and at Bible Study. We will have segments Ask Bronze Glow because apparently it's necessary because we can't fill your cup if we don't know that it's empty.
True statements.
Oh, and prayer.
Dory's gonna tell
Everything.
Dory's gonna tell us some other things that you could fill your cup with.
So let me just tell y'all this. So yesterday I got a brand new customer and I was so excited because one of the first questions she asked me after we talked about all the products, all the different things that she could get, she said, well, is there anything like bundles or specials or anything that I can get? And I was like, just so you know, all of my customers are enrolled in my rewards program. So what is this rewards program? It is our PCP. No, it's not a drug, but it is our preferred customer program. And it is all that and more. And it makes you feel like the VIP customer that you are because you get to not only shop with us, you don't get to only engage with us, but you get so much out of it. And it's our way to thank you as our customers because let's just keep it real. We can get on here all day long without our customers. We don't have a business. So we want to always make sure that you are feeling special, that you know you are loved, and that you know you are appreciated and valued. And that's exactly what our rewards program do for you. So you earn points every time you shop. You can get discounts. Not only do you get that, you get to receive our quarterly lookbooks, which actually is getting ready to come out. So you need to be looking towards your mail for our spring lookbook. And not only do you get the lookbook, but you get a free sample involved in that. And then on top of it, remember we asked about those January birthdays? You get special gifts and discounts on special occasions like your birthday, like your wedding anniversary, if you're having a new baby, if you're graduating, all the major events in your life, we want to be a special part of it with that bronze glow and give you a special thank you and I love you gift. So it's super simple. It doesn't cost you a dime. All it costs you is a little bit of time and answer a few questions about yourself so we can make sure we can connect with you. So if you would like to be a part of our MK Rewards program, just simply say me, sign me up. And if you do not have a consultant, you can choose one of us, or if one of us is your consultant, just put parentheses and you can put our name on there and we will make sure we hook up with you and get you I was going to say rewarded up, but yeah, rewarded up. Because it's lit, y'all. It's lit.
Facts. And y'all, if you are looking at your makeup bag after you have marked down what's expired and about to be thrown away, and you're realizing I need to replace something. Or if you were looking and you said, hey, I got a lot of stuff in here that's actually usable and I got my letters and I'm up to the word bronze glow, then you could benefit from a discount with us today. And this discount will run through this weekend because I know that there are people who might watch it over the weekend. So this weekend, the three of us will offer a discount. Please talk to your consultant to find out what the discount is for you for products that you bought from watching this Sip and Slay. But y'all, it's really important, especially with the COVID that's going on, that you are conscious of what you're using, how clean it is, how long it's been exposed, how much bacteria might have been growing over time, when it's time to get rid of it, and when it's time to renew. Because I know I have been that girl. I have been that girl that holds on to things until it's gone, and I will use it past the expiration date until it is gone. But I also was not living in a pandemic. And now that we are, it's really important that we change the way that we view our hygiene when it comes to the upkeep of our makeup and the upkeep of our products, and making sure that what we're using is actually not going to cause more issues for us later. So if that is the case and you found something that you like, tag your consultant because she is going to help you figure out exactly what your little bundle is, that you can customize your own makeup bundle and get a specialized discount. So please tag your consultant and let us know how we can help you update your makeup stash for 2021, or at least for the first couple months of 2021 until I run out of that eyebrow pencil. But make sure you let us know, tag us, and keep us posted, because we want to make sure that we are taking the best care of you. And if there's a product you have a question about, or you want to know the names of the products that we used again, let us know and we'll send you our flyer that will show you the names of the products that we used.
Hey. And I'm going to wrap up. So I have a couple questions for you guys. Question number 1. Does anyone feel like we tried to sell you anything? Because people say they're not good at sales. Neither am I. I'm not good at selling. I can't sell you a car. I mean, I'm not good at lying, really. Like, I can tell you it's great and then it falls apart. Like, I'm not good at that. The second question is, so did we sell anything to you? The second question is, did you learn something? Did you learn something? Okay. I learned something. And I've been doing this for a while now. We learn stuff every week. And then the third question is, do you like money? Are you just well off and you don't need money? Those are the 3 questions you need to ask yourself if you're considering being a part of BronzeGlow. Because for one, we don't sell anything. We give you an experience. We're here to love you, to inform you, to educate you, and to make you look good. And if you want to call that sales, then sign me up for sales. Sign me up for sales. But if you just want to be a part of this group, of our program, of learning how to take care of yourself inside and out, then contact one of us. And let me tell you, there's also 3 ways. Hey, we a 3-way. It's 3 of us, 3 questions, and 3 ways to join. So 3 ways to join. You can always join at the bare minimum. So, hey, you're on a budget, you just want more information, we have the $30 package. And that gives you a website and a processing system. So that means you have your website and you can swipe people cards. Second, you can get the $100 package, which means you don't have a website, you don't have cards, but you have product. You want to play in over $400 worth of product because you want to see if some of this stuff that we have works. $100 option is up to you. You a boss babe, you balling, you got your little stimulus check, you ready to go. Go ahead and sign up with us for $130. Guys, you get a 50% commission. That's the highest commission, I want to say ever, but I know in cosmetics.
Ever.
That's what
ain't nobody making more than half of what the company makes. It's just not half and half. Like, that's, you get half, they get half. That's
it. And there's no quotas. You don't if you don't want to sell, you don't have to sell. You have a whole year to decide on what you want to do. Do I recommend that? No, because we're here to make money, not the whole product. What do you mean? But if that's what you want to do, then go do it. That's up to you. But if this is something you're interested in, have more questions, want to learn more about, or you just like, hey, it's me and I want to join. I want to be a part of a group. I want to talk to these ladies. I want to be a part of this. Sign up and tag us today. Say, I'm in. I'm in. And tag one of us. Who you in with? If you don't know, just say I'm in. One of us will just pick you up. Because you're getting informed. You're getting educated. You're getting love. You're getting support from a whole team. I don't know any job that does that. And I have a pretty decent job and I love the people. I'm blessed to love some of the people. I'm just joking. I love the people I work with. And that's all great and dandy, but a lot of people don't have that. You don't have your group. You don't have your support system. You don't have the people that's going to support you day in and day out, that's going to fight for you, rally for you. You don't have that, then this is where it's at. We rallying for some marriage. We don't know these people, but we're going to fight for them. We're going to rally. We're going to try to make it work, give you every suggestion. We'll pray for you. We're going to do it for you.
We got you around here. We don't worry just about your outer. We worried about your mental. We worried about your spiritual. We worried about your family. We worried about all of it because it all goes together. All goes together.
All right.
So we hope you join us on Monday for BronzeGlow Bible Study, where we will get deeper into the spiritual self-care and filling your cup even more. And of course, the Ask BronzeGlow segment. And, and then feel free to join us again on the upcoming Saturday and send us a message if you're a January birthday so we can celebrate you by doing a January birthday bash. Let us know. And we will be checking the comments and the tags to see who will be winning that special cash prize. And we will be sending that special cash prize when the weekend is over.
Yes. So this is another wonderful episode of Sip and Slay, and we will catch y'all next week. Love you.